Freestyle Repertory Theater and Synergy Theater proudly present Right Away. It's a show. It's a jam.
Freestyle Repertory
It's
Theater
the
and Synergy
best of
Theater
both
proudly
worlds.
present Right
So
Away.
great that it's worth repeating.
It's a jam.
And now, your hosts for the evening, please welcome Laura Valpy and Michael Durkin.
Hey, hey, that's the way we like to start. We like to start with a real oral sort of a challenge to everybody, so I'm not quite sure what they're hearing. Welcome, everybody, to Right Away. I am Mike Durkin. I am the Executive Director of Freestyle Repertory Theater here in New York City.
And I'm Laura Valpy. I'm a company member of Freestyle Repertory Theater here in New York City.
Both of them are here in New York City. Listen,
yeah.
Everybody, tonight's show, Right Away, co-production between Freestyle Repertory Theater right here in New York City, and Walnut Creek's, California's very own Synergy Theater. It's two companies. We're divided by a continent, but we are together in the belief that improvisation is a very important theatrical art form.
And tonight's show, Right Away, is a monthly show, actually, and it's the show was born out of a desire to keep creative people creating together in spite of isolation and uncertainty. And we started presenting this show on May 25th, 2020. How far we have come, because tonight is our Sweet 16th. The 16th performance. So we truly appreciate all the wonderful people who've shown up for the Sweet 16 party. Welcome.
Oh, welcome. Let's light the candles. And while we're, here's how the show's going to work. We've got 5 playwrights, and we're going to send them off in just a bit to for 45 minutes so that they can write and come up with a brand new, spanking new play, which is going to be based on your ideas, your suggestions. You are wonderful, wonderful audience. So great.
And while they are off writing for that 45 minutes, everyone in the audience, you, is invited to play some improv writing games with us, Mike Durkin and myself, as we co-host the evening. And I think you'll want to use pen or pencil and actual factual paper, like paper. So feel free to grab that now if you don't have it already. And let's see. Oh, yes, of course, after the 45 minutes, the playwrights come back. And there will be the world premiere presentation of a reading of their brand new play that they just.
And they're wonderful. They're always wonderful. We've got some wonderful, wonderful playwrights. Now, before we get going, let's a couple of housekeeping things here. For those who are participating via Zoom, keep yourself muted and your video off for now, just for this little point right now. There are going to be times when we invite you to unmute and turn your videos on. And as a matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, everybody, when we do our jam at the first 45 minutes, it is so great to have everybody on screen so we can see each other and enjoy each other and applaud each other, because the work we do in the first 45, as Laura Valpy well knows, is just wonderful stuff. So so just know that we're being streamed live.
While the playwrights are over there stressing out, writing their play, we get to have the fun part. So
yeah, we get to have the fun part.
Yeah.
Here's another suggestion. There's a function on Zoom called Hide Non-Video Participants, and it's if you go down there, we get rid of the names of people. It's down kind of at the bottom of the screen on the lower left-hand side. There's that little icon that looks like a camera, and there's a carrot next to it. And if you go to that carrot and turn that carrot or click onto that carrot, it'll bring up a menu. And that menu will give you options for video viewing. And one of those video options is to hide non-video participants. And it's just it just makes the screen a little cleaner. The last thing is the chat feature, which is right down here in the middle of the toolbar down at the bottom. Keep that open. That is what we're going to use to get suggestions from you that we can give to our wonderful, wonderful playwrights. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of playwrights, let's introduce tonight's intrepid writers. So let's jump right in. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Ken Adams. Ken is the artistic director of Synergy Theater, co-producer of tonight's show. He's also the author of the book, How to Improvise a Full-Length Play, The Art of Spontaneous Theater. And through Synergy Theater, he teaches online improvisation classes for all levels. And to learn more about Synergy Theater, you can go to synergytheater.com. Hey, Ken, how's it going?
Very well. Thank you for that generous introduction.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. This show's been great. Thanks for producing it.
Yeah. You're doing live stuff pretty soon. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, we open Spontaneous Shakespeare, a full-length improvised comedy in the style of Shakespeare on October 14th at the Lesher Center for the Performing Arts in Walnut Creek.
Not tell me that which upon my ears makes me merry. All right, Ken, I've done my audition for you. Now I have to call on Kat Coppett, okay? See you later. Kat Coppett, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. She's beautiful with her hair up. She's beautiful with her hair down. I'm telling you, she is multi-haired. She's the co-director of MOPCO Improv Theater, which performs Fridays and Saturday nights in person in Schenectady, New York, and on a screen near you. She's a founder of Coppett, which is a company that synthesizes improvised techniques with organizational development consulting. And do you have your book there in front of you?
I do.
Author of Training to Imagine, Practical Improvisational Theater Techniques for Trainers and Managers to Enhance Creativity, Teamwork, Leadership, and Learning. And lastly, and we just loved it, the fact that she's the former member of Freestyle Rep, where she developed and directed the full-length improvised musical theater called Spontaneous Broadway, and a proud ringer with Synergy Theater. Welcome, Kat Coppett. I'm so happy.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no. And Kat, I have just learned this week, and this will be something because we've known each other for almost 20 years, I believe.
Oh, more than that.
Only one T in Kat.
Yes. My father made up the name Coppett. His name was Kopoljovich. And for the byline, he was a sports writer, and he decided to put 2 P's and 2 T's because it was going to be phonetic and everybody would pronounce it right. Nobody ever pronounces it right.
Well,
excellent one.
That's everybody else's foolishness, Miss Copay. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you in just a bit. Who's next?
And next up, we've got Miss Lisa Gay Thompson, a regular here with Right Away. Lisa is also in her 3rd season with Monday Night Playground in the Bay Area, and her play Pebbles on a Shore recently received a staged reading during the San Francisco Playwrights Center playoffs. Is there any other news you feel like sharing tonight?
Well, just this small thing that, I became a grandmother for the first time yesterday. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is so exciting.
Over the moon.
That's wonderful. One of the writing exercises that we're going to do tonight is name the baby. So it'll be kind of fun to see what we come up with, and maybe something
yes,
you'll
this
enjoy.
baby does need a name. So yes.
Welcome,
cool,
Lisa.
cool.
Thank you for being here. Laura Livingston, is she out there? I know she's doing a lot of typing. I can see her stuff popping up. She's the artistic director of Freestyle Repertory Theater. Where is that, Laura Livingston? Laura Valpy?
Oh, right here in New York
City. She's getting ready to teach in-person improvisation to her students at PS 321. And she's getting back to directing in person a production of Radium Girls by D.W. Gregory at the Metropolitan Playhouse here in New York City. Originally set to open March 2020. And I don't know, there was something that happened, something that stopped the production, and it's kicking in now in the next couple of weeks. Laura, you got to be pleased to get back on stage. Everybody would be.
Yeah, it was, we had to, some some actors have moved out of metropolitan areas and are no longer available. And we had to replace some folks that weren't available to come back to Radium Girls. And we just had the callbacks and just finished. And every person who came in, most of them said it's the first time they'd been in a theater and had done something live. And it was just quite an experience to sit there and have actors come in and get to do something on a stage.
Yeah.
With real people.
It'll be a blessing. It'll be happiness for all of us. I can't imagine that some actors moved out of here. New York City. All right. I'm pushing that one too much. Laura Livingston, we'll see you in a bit.
And last but not least, let us please welcome our special guest playwright this evening, Miss Lynn Halliday. Lynn is a performer, a producer, and a playwright. And along with Jim Hidman, Arlene Hutton, and Craig Pospisil, she is the author of The Gorgeous Motel and One Christmas Eve at the Evergreen Mall, which I believe is it just recently published, or was it published a bit ago? I realized there's something.
Well, there was this pandemic.
Oh yeah, weird, right?
So it was optioned to be published a while ago, and it came out a couple of weeks ago. But it has received productions, despite not being in a book. Now it's in a book.
Amazing. And she recently premiered Now Comes the Fun Part. Can we just say that a lot? Now comes the fun part at the Riverview Theater in Marine City, Michigan. How exciting.
Very exciting. Live theater. Michigan, but live theater.
Hey, listen,
and they laughed and they loved it, and it was great, and we're very excited.
I'm embroidering a pillow right now, and it says, "Every day is a holiday with Halliday." You don't want that pillow. Okay, I think.
I'll send you a poster from my Christmas show, which the producer at that time made me call Holidays with Halliday.
So I'm not the first witty person to think of that too. All right, listen.
Stay on the screen.
Let's get all the playwrights back on the screen. Everybody come back now. I've made a fool of myself too much, and I don't want to go any further now. And everybody out there, audience-wise, get that chat button on, because this is the moment where we kind of kick things into gear. Each of the playwrights is going to ask you for a suggestion to kind of kickstart their play, kind of inspire their play. And when they do have an idea, what we'd like to have you do is write it in the chat, okay? So I'm going to write them too.
Okay, cool. And so Ken, we introduced you first. What would you like for your suggestion tonight?
All right, my friend, imagine a world that is exactly like the world we live in, except there is one thing that we have that we take for granted in our world that does not exist in this other world. An alternate universe exactly like ours, except it is a world without what?
Oh, look, here they come.
Excellent. Well, okay, this is really great. I'm going to take a world without mothballs.
Nice.
A world without mothballs. Thank
popcorn,
you.
Trees, death.
Yeah. There was a lot of people there who went right with the physical elements of our world. Who's up next?
Next up, we got Kat.
All right. May I please have an object and an emotion? Can offer one or both of those things.
A thing and an emotion. A thing and an emotion. And I put down 2 T's for cat. Jesus.
All right.
What do we got here? I like that. Turtle.
Death, copy machine, raging pastry, wheelbarrow and joy, turtle, and sadness.
Sad. That makes me think of Mitch McConnell.
I'm going to take sadness and candle. Thank you.
Sadness and Candle, which I believe is the name of an Elton John song.
Oh, no.
Isn't it? Is it? Am I wrong on that? I think I'm wrong on that.
All right, Lisa, you're up.
Lisa.
I am asking for a first line, please.
The first line of the play that Lisa is going to write, her play starts with this very first line, which is...
Oh gosh, a bunch came in. Put that down.
Put that down.
May I take this seat? I couldn't believe they did that. Today my job ended. Do not touch anything.
It was the best of time. I know that one. What do you mean?
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to go with May I Take This Seat?
Ooh.
May I take this seat?
May I
Excellent.
take this seat? Excellent. All right, next up, Miss Livingston.
All right. I've really noticed over the course of these 16 performances that my plays are much shorter than everyone else's. And I've come to realize that it's because I am a terrible typist. And it takes me forever to just write a word because I write it wrong and then I write it wrong again. I write it wrong again. So I thought, why don't you give me a sentence that is repeated a lot and I'll just paste it in every so often.
Yes, I love this idea. This is
All right, guys.
an amazing idea.
Give her a sentence that's going to reoccur.
Oh my gosh.
I hate you.
Copy paste.
I think I can. Whatever. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. There we go. Mississippi is a messy miss. Oh, no way.
I'm actually going to take elephants are known for their acute memory.
That's definitely
There you
nice.
go. There you go. That's a challenge. Acute memory.
All right. This is fun. Okay, great. And last but not least, Lynn.
I would like a saying that was spoken in your household growing up. Could be about anything.
Ooh, good. That's all. I got one.
I got one too. I'm putting one in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to say
Whoa.
mine.
Whoa.
Modesty is the safeguard of purity. Is it modest or modesty? You know what I mean. Don't make me stop this. Empty vessels make the most noise. If you play with fire.
All right, I'm going to take, don't make me stop this car.
Don't make me
Nice.
stop this car. Don't make me stop this car. All right. You guys are, this is too much fun already. Okay.
I know.
All right. So listen. All right. I think we're ready to get this thing going, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get my 45-minute timer going.
Okay.
Okay.
So writers, in just a couple of seconds, we're going to send you away for 45 minutes. Keep an eye out for texts. There's the 45 minutes you get. Keep your eye out for texts. We'll be sending you some input, some prompts from our wonderful audience. We'll also be sending you time reminders. And remember, and this goes for everybody who's watching this thing and everybody who's doing it, whatever you write is just great. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Don't judge yourselves. Ready? Are you guys ready? Because I'm going to say, on your masks, on your marks, get set, right away, everybody, right away.
Woo-hoo. All right. So writers, turn off your cameras, turn off your video and turn off and mute yourself. But you're probably going to want to mute us too, so we're not distracting you too much. But ladies and gentlemen, while our writers are turning off their video and sound and hopefully tuning us out, we now invite you to turn your video on if you'd like and wave hello to everybody. And if you're just now joining us, a quick reminder that we are also streaming this on YouTube and Facebook. So if you do not wish to be seen by the internet, all of it, just keep your video off, no problem, but you're more than welcome to still participate in tonight's exercises. And if you haven't already, get yourself some paper and a pen or pencil. And yeah, that's what we need. And we need to think about the ideas of improv. Anybody else want to pop on? If not, it's really okay if you keep your videos off. Hi, Will Tefalo. Hi, Karen Harrell.
And now we've got a bunch of people who are not showing. And I tell you, this first exercise. Should I do the first one? Am I supposed to do this?
Sure.
Am I?
Yes.
All right. So this first one, it isn't even a writing exercise.
Yeah.
Now we're down to like two people.
Will's ready though. Got a big old pad. Will has a giant pad today. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's amazing.
So we have two people on screen. You guys, come on now. What is going on here? Be bold. That's all I can say.
All right.
All right.
we'll
The
do it
first one is not even a writing exercise. So you really don't have to have a pen or anything in your hand. So those of you who choose not to be on screen, thank you, darling, who choose to be, keep your microphones on, because I'm just going to solicit from you comments. So you're not safe. You're not going to be safe with us. This first one we call Bantam Lake. And the only reason we call it Bantam Lake is we developed this game, and it's just a crazy kind of game. We developed it about, I don't know, 40 years ago or something at Bantam Lake up in Connecticut. And it's very simple. One of us is going to offer the name of a character. Like I might make up the name Nathan Collier. I don't know. In fact, I did. I've made up Nathan Collier. So let's go up with Nathan Collier. And then anybody who is on screen, or even if you're off screen and just have your microphone off, add something about, we all know Nathan. I mean, I'll start because Nathan lost all his hair when he was in high school. He was completely bald, eyebrows, everything, lost all of his hair in high school. Anybody, Nathan, what about Nathan?
But he was such a good swimmer.
Well, of course, that no hair helped him.
Yeah.
I mean, he channeled everything that anxiety into swimming, and he was phenomenal.
Phenomenal swimmer. Terry, you know Nathan.
I just remember when he was about 25 years old, he started to get like little furry hairs. And we used to always say, "Is that you, Nathan, or are you hiding behind a tennis ball?" And he would laugh. He thought that was so funny.
Oh my gosh, I froze up for a minute. You guys have to fill me in on Nathan real quick. I was seriously I didn't hear anything after Mike Durkin.
Well, I'll just run it down for you. Nathan, great swimmer, wonderful swimmer.
Will, you said something?
Yeah, he poured all of his. Go ahead, Will. Yeah.
What Mike Durkin just said.
All of his energy, all of his frustration, his anxieties went into swimming. Of course, Terry remembers that towards the middle of his 20s, little pieces of hair. Was it little hair that would?
Yeah, this is really stringy like hair.
Well, yeah, and we used to call it, what do we call them? Tennis balls?
No, we just asked him if that was him or if he was standing behind a tennis ball.
Right. Yeah,
he had a great sense of humor, though, about it. He did.
Will, do you remember something?
Well, it's not so much I remember. I'm hoping somebody else knows, because I just heard about it from somebody else. That day that he vowed he would never get in a pool again, I wanted to know why.
Oh, the accident.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Oh, I think Karen was there. I don't know. I think Karen was there that day. When
he started getting that fuzzy hair, and he got it caught in the pool drain, and he was being pulled by the cleaner, and he just barely got out with his life.
Oh God, that was horrible. That was so terrible.
Tragic.
Yeah, never swam again, I don't believe. I think if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Never showered, as far as I could tell, either.
Drains?
Just completely hydrophobic. It was.
Yeah.
That's
He
right.
headed out to the desert. He got in his truck. He headed out to the desert, and he was like, "No more water for me. No nothing. No showers. No nothing." And
it was just outside Albuquerque.
Yep.
That's
He
right.
didn't count on the monsoons, though.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
He put that in
wasn't
his
thinking
Christmas letter.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He turned to art and got tattoos, but he was dyslexic.
That's right. Now, wait a second. Just say that one more time so I get that straight. He was dyslexic, and he put on
turned
art.
to art, so he decided to get tattoos, but he was dyslexic.
Oh God.
Yeah. So the misspelling of a tattoo that he got was what was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I love wow. I think that's what it was. I love wow. Do you remember that on his arm?
But wow, upside down as mom.
But then it's mom I forget what the love eye turns into when it's upside down. He's quite a character. You know, he finally did. He finally. What's that, Will?
I think it was Dog is Great.
Right.
Yeah,
Dog is good. Yeah.
That is right. You know, he did though. You know, it's odd. No, it's not odd. I shouldn't say, because there's always someone else in the world, no matter how unique or interesting or weird a person is, they can always find the person that they're mated for. And I remember that he found a woman, oh God, saved his life, I think. Her name, Royce. Royce, did you, what was her first name? What was it? I'm sorry, Roy, you got to turn your mic. Say it out loud, though. I mean, Royce, you got your microphone off.
Thelma Thumb.
Thelma Thumb.
Thelma Thumb, do you remember?
She had a green thumb because she could grow plants like crazy.
That's right. She was a horticulturist, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And she did tattoo work on the side, and she offered to tattoo a Speedo onto Nathan.
That's right. And I believe she did, didn't she? Tattoo a Speedo on him?
I think so.
Yeah. And so he could, in fact, go into a pool prior to his aversion towards water, completely naked, and yet we all thought he was completely dressed. Thelma, I remember Thelma, short. She was a very short woman.
No more than 3'2".
It made it easier for weeding.
Deep end.
It made it easier for weeding, I heard. But Phil, yeah. Will, you knew Thelma also. What did you say about Thelma?
That aside from her short stature and indomitable personality, she was the one who got Nathan back into the water, largely because he loved her so much, and she was always gardening and watering things.
That's right.
Well, I hate to interrupt, but I'm, thank goodness they both lived happily ever after. But also our playwrights have 35 minutes and 43 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
So in a moment, we need to send them the first additional suggestion that they all need to incorporate into what they're writing right now. And since we were just doing this sort of build a character exercise, I thought, let's give them something for one of their characters. Either one of the characters does something, some action, or maybe something is revealed about a character. I don't know, but what could that be? Write it in the chat.
Oh, yeah,
while I prepare a text to tell them that they have 35 minutes left.
So let's write in a chat something say it again, Val. Say it again.
So something like a character does something, or there's an attribute that is revealed about a particular character. So I see. Okay, so a character could follow storms or tornadoes. A character won the lottery. A character shows the other character their birthmark. A character destroys something.
If it's okay, I'd like to jump on that one.
The birthmark.
The birthmark, if that's okay with everyone. I mean, I like the destroy something they creative.
All right, first suggestion.
Terry, one of the characters is born with a tail.
One character shows the other character, shows another character.
All right, we got to keep that tail idea though, somewhere along the line. If it's all right, if it comes around again. I enjoyed that one. But the first one we're going to send them is a character reveals their birthmark, right?
Yeah, one character shows another character their birthmark.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's pick up those pens and pencils now. Let's get our papers out. Let's jump into a writing exercise. This is a fun little warm up that if you've been with us before, you've probably done it.
Oh, I know what it is.
But especially when I'm hosting with Mr. Mike Durkin, this is selfish of me. I enjoy this because my good friend Mike Durkin, he's quite the linguist. He speaks many, many languages. In fact, he speaks every language. So tonight he's going to share a story with us. in a language called gibberish. And every sentence he says, it's just so profound that the knowledge of what he's saying is going to transfer onto you, and without even thinking, you're going to be able to translate that right down, translate it into English or whatever language you would like to translate that into. So after each line that he says, just write that down. Sometimes Mike likes to give us a little warning that he only has a couple sentences left, perhaps, but we'll see. So let's inspire Mike's international story with a suggestion. Let's give him a suggestion of you know what was the thing? A character with a tail. This is a story about a character with a tail.
Groot, wat is een schone klaar with the global son rara card. Yes, preso ilo. Kroslo mega de oh, dievas, je kartantast. So, well, Sydney was all the Dresden down to the Barushiniakas. The Grebel said, those sorts of precaution in Hova Grusala Thunder. Jean, ever across the Shella do Borstanaga? Ever across the shore, al grosendo.
All right, last one.
Que prosandactos, lata procrosna, de Vajon de Garabouche. And that's the story of Nathan Collier.
We have a few minutes before we send the next suggestion to the writers, a couple minutes. Would anyone like to read out loud their translated story?
Come on, everybody. Come on now.
Terry, go for it, Terry.
Is he gonna speak in this fabulous
No,
language
you just
again?
read the story straight
Just read the
through.
story. Okay.
Yeah, go.
1 in 100 people are born with a tail. Most folks have them removed, but my parents didn't want to circumcise me and have my tail removed. So they chose the circumcision and said, if it bothers you, we'll remove it when you're older. Gym class was a horror. I hated swimming. I hated the swimming pool. So I got a big favor to ask of you. One good whack with this sharp cleaver, and I'll give you my life savings. Be my buddy. Come on, take my tail.
It is the story of Nathan Collier.
Very nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Who else? I'm gonna start calling people who yeah. All right, Karen, go ahead. Let me hear it.
All right. Rob was an industrious man. He worked every day from dawn to dusk. One day, a giant star fell from the sky right into the middle of his house. So Rob put his work aside and went to go see the star. The star looked like any other star, but then it began to speak. Rob, you work too much, said the star in a voice that sounded like his mother. You are a young man who should be out dancing and having fun, said the star. Rob thanked the star, hightailed it, and walked out of his house and went to the disco.
I want to alert Steven Spielberg and George Lucas about that. That's a good one. I want to see the film of that one.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, before we read any more, it's almost that time. We have 25 minutes and 26 seconds. So I'm going to send them 25 minutes left. Okay. And then for the next suggestion, were you itching to ask anything, Mike?
Well, I was going to say, a line of dialogue, but is that too banal? Is that?
Oh, okay. What? Let's do it.
All right. Let's just have a line of. Let's have a line of dialogue that is going to reappear in everybody's show. So just a line of dialogue.
All right. Let's see.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to start reading some.
Yeah. Yeah, put them into the chat if you'd like.
Well, there we go. I've revealed myself to you now. Quid pro quo. I like that one. This isn't the Looney Tunes. Get real here. Get real. You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. Oh man, Terry, let's sing that.
Always get what.
All right. Well, this is the twilight. This is the twilight time. These are all.
Well, it really says twite time. This is the twite time.
Should we go with that one? Okay, all right. But I kind of like to.
I think we should send the whole thing. This is the twite time. Twilight.
Sorry. Okay, there it is. That's the line of dialogue. This is the twite time.
Yeah.
Twite time. Twilight time. Sorry. Or just twilight. Sorry.
The whole thing I'm putting.
The whole thing. Excellent. Will, you want to do a story? Tell us a story? I mean, I told this really good
Sure.
story, so yeah.
Well, I will retell your wonderful story.
Yeah, that's the one I want to hear.
Tales on humans typically do nothing for me. But Ilya's made bonds, lifelong bonds, and he carried it without complaint. It was one day when we all went down to the swimming hole. The gang stripped and began their submergence into the water. When Yuli screamed, "My God, what is that?" Ilya's face never changed. He turned and said, "It's a tale. It's my tale, you dolt. Do you want to dance? Because I am Baryshnikov." Yuli shook his head no and embraced Ilya, and a bond was formed.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And a bond was formed. Listen, I just got...
Right?
Say it again, say it again.
You did the work. I was just writing things.
What we heard, writing what we heard.
All right, I just real quickly, I'm just going to tell stories now. I'm going to go back 40 years or whatever. Frank Langella did a production of Edward Albee's Seascape. And Edward Albee's Seascape is a 4-person show. And it was Deborah Carr, Barry, well, I can't remember his name, Barry, but you'd know him. And I don't remember, I remember one was Frank Langella, and I don't remember the young woman, the young actress. But the Frank Langella and the young actress played lizards.
Oh.
So you have these two people on the shore, and they were kind of middle class, sort of whatever, you know, Connecticut kind of on the beach there. And up over the dune came Frank Langella and this other wonderful young actress. And Frank Langella had this tail, this lizard tail, and he would stroke it and he would look at it. I'm telling you, I never enjoyed a performance by a lizard quite as much as I enjoyed Frank Langella doing that show. It was one, he would just hold that tail and would caress it. All right, I'm sorry. Shall we go on to
We should go on.
Is there anybody else who would like to read the story? We can always do this after the show too. That's
right. Oh, Karen is
Barry Nelson. Thank you very much, Karen.
Yes.
Barry Nelson.
I
Maureen Anderman.
I think we should move on. And if people want to read out loud, then they can stick around for a couple minutes after the show, because the next scene, I want to give you as much time as you can. So now you will be writing your own dialogue between a couple characters or however many characters you like, but let's challenge yourself to do more than one. And you're going to write an alphabet scene. And if you don't know what an alphabet scene is, very simple. The first line of dialogue starts with a word that begins with the letter A. The next line of dialogue begins with a word that starts with the letter B, C, D, and just go as far as you can. There's, we have a time limit, obviously. If you want to see how many of the letters you can do, I would suggest short lines of dialogue. It doesn't matter though. And don't think too much. The first word that comes to your mind, put it down that starts with that letter, and then see if a line of dialogue comes out of that. That's what I got. Do you guys need a suggestion to start, or just go with the first word that you think of?
I think we need a theme.
A theme. Let's do a theme. Okay, great.
Teamwork.
I love it.
Teamwork.
And if any questions, speak up or write in the chat.
Here we go.
We'll give you a few minutes. Let's go for 30 more seconds. Finish up your last sentence. It's okay if it's not done.
I got one.
Okay, but hold on 1 second. If you can believe it, it's 15 minutes and 50 seconds already. So we should do the next suggestion. Then we'll do a readings. Then we'll see where we are. And then we'll have time for like 1 or 2 more real quick. So I'm going to send them 15 minutes. So yeah, let's switch it up. So we did line of dialogue, we did a character reveals a birthmark. Let's give them something totally different. It could be environmental. It could be something that's like theatrical that happens. What do you feel? What do you do? Let's say something like something in the environment. What happens in the environment?
In the environment, or like on the set, or
let's say either one. Either one. Something
so either happens on the set or something environmental.
Yeah. Totally. And I'll write 50 minutes left.
Okay. Ready? Get set. Deborah Carr. The full moon is luminous. It's a good one. That's a good one.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
The dog, the lights, oh, this going fast, and smoke fills the air. Crickets are chirping so loud they can't hear themselves.
Oh, these are also good.
These are great.
These are so great.
You know what? I'm going to grab one.
Yep, do it.
And I like Terry. I'm going to go with crickets begin chirping so loud they can't hear themselves speak.
Right.
I'm just going to grab that one. Crickets.
Great. These are awesome. All of these are awesome.
Okay, so loud.
Okay, cool. And then people can read.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. Laura says I can't write fast. Okay. All right. Who wants now? Listen, I'm gonna pull somebody out of the crowd. I'm that kind of a bastard. What can I say?
Maybe we should see if Patty or Rosemary, would either of you like to read out loud? And it's okay that you're not on the screen. Would either of you like to read your ABC alphabet theme?
Yeah, it's not very good, but yeah, I'll go.
Patty, do not, absolutely do not take that attitude. I'm sorry.
I thought.
Absolutely.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, here we go. Patty, go for it, Patty.
Okay. A quarterback wants to rule his team, but some players don't like him. Center decides to hold on to the ball and not pass it back. Doubt creeps in as the quarterback calls the play again and again. Easy does it, he tells himself. 4 linebackers start yelling, "Give me the ball now, damn it." He looked right and left, but froze. "I'm in trouble, guys. Help me." Just what we wanted to hear. Keep 1, keep 2, keep 3. Hut, hut, hut. Lobbing the ball to the end zone, he scored the touchdown.
That was amazing.
Patty, that was wonderful.
That was amazing.
That was wonderful.
There was like tension. That was great.
And it also
Thank you.
it also makes me think that there's a Packer game on tonight. But now I'm so I can't be more excited about that. Patty, that was wonderful. That was just wonderful. Who else? We got some faces on the screen. Anybody on the screen? Or what about that Rosemary? Lurking in the shadows.
I'm
Rosemary.
observing tonight, but maybe next time, okay?
Okay, Rosemary, thank you.
All right. Anybody? We'll go for it.
All right, people, it's trust fall time. Barry, I will never fall into your arms. Come on, Diane, I'm here for you. Diane, my name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, Diane, it's all good, baby. F you, Barry. Give me a break. It was a slip of the tongue. Holy cow, Barry, you are amazing. Hey, thanks, babe. I was being sarcastic. Geez, I apologized already. I can't write very fast. That's tough. There's a lot of.
It is.
Hard,
it
right?
is.
That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah, excellent. Anybody else? Who else do? This is. Do we? I'm sorry we have to go back to these playwrights because we're having too much fun here. But okay. Anybody else? I'm going to read mine. Here we go.
Yeah.
And Patty's yours are so much better than what I got here, but I'm ready for it. Anybody see my watch? Before you walk around, be careful not to step on it. Can you turn lights? Don't do that. The luminosity of the watch will help us find it. Especially my watch, the whole body is iridescent. Ooh. For the last time, trust in your instincts. Gold! It's a gold watch. Help is on the way. I found it.
Woo!
Hey. Patty, this was my
very well done. Very well done. Durkin, amazing.
Anybody else?
Right. Last call before our next exercise. Should we just move forward?
Go. Excellent. Royce.
Okay. As soon as I finish, I can help you. But I'm in a huge hurry to leave. Count me out of this mess. I'm not having anything to do with this. Doofus, why not? It's a harmless endeavor. For crying up, each time you say that, but then you always change it. For crying out loud, do you guys ever stop bickering? Good question. Probably never. I'll do harumph to you both. I'll do it myself. Jerk. Knock, knock.
Nice. Very good.
It's funny that everybody got down to about the letter J.
Yeah.
Right. That's as far as I go.
Will got farther.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really only a few minutes. Feel free to do this exercise any old time. Give yourself, 10, 15 minutes or whatever.
For those of us who do this on stage, in the very first, we'll do with two people, two characters, and within the first 4 or 5 lines, somebody will call somebody else Xavier. Just because you're going to get there. You're going to get there. And if it isn't a doctor scene or a symphony scene, you're hard up for X's. You're really
there's always X-ray. There's always X-ray, but starting a sentence with it might be X. Well, extra is EX though.
Yeah, a xylophone. You got to go for that, or X marks. Pirates with X marks the spot. All right. Listen, I'm chit chatting too much.
All right. Let's see if we can get the last one in before the next suggestion, and then we can read after the next suggestion. You want to do it, Durkin?
Oh, the next suggestion for the
no. The next. What are we doing next? next-
We're,
Exercise.
all right, well, let me completely improvised here.
Oh, yes, monologue with prompts.
Monologue with prompts. Oh, right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask you to write a monologue. And perhaps Terry will do it on a theme, perhaps not. I think we'll, no restrictions, but it's a monologue. So, or maybe we should, I don't know, but maybe we should have some sort of inspired beginning. I don't know. What do you think, Phelps?
I say let's start it off with, you start the first part of the dialogue and pipe in every once in a while. You know, like
No, I
don't give anything other than, so I was walking home the other night, or, you know, whatever you want to start with.
You're not saying I should do that.
Yeah, I'm saying you should do that. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah, all right, you run it.
Okay.
You run it, because
So I'm going to say part of the monologue at times, and you write it down and just whatever comes. All right, ready? So I was walking home the other night.
Now, Phelps, we're going to give them.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
This is something everybody's going to have to put in their monologue, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And out of nowhere, I don't know who called the cops. And there he was, my cousin. And that's why I'll never All right, finish up on your own. I'm sending 5 minutes left to the people. And we need one more suggestion real quick. Let's do something theatrical for this one. The last one we had, the crickets begin chirping so loudly they can't hear themselves speak. Let's have something stagecrafty. It could be a lighting choice. It could be, you know, something even more than the crickets, but something specific to theater or, you know, the magic of theater. Any ideas? Go ahead and throw them in the chat if you are available to.
A while since we've been in the theater.
I know.
But we're all theatrical. So
something's involved, like, oh, the lights dim, or, you know, the light of a sunset comes up, that we've done before.
Okay, we got one.
It's
Lights
blink,
dim.
a lone
A
spot.
lone spot illuminates. Stage right. A whisper grows. Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna go with lights blinked. We're just
Okay.
gonna
The lights blinked.
yeah. I'm gonna put it in the present tense. The lights blink.
Okay.
We'll see what they do.
Okay. All right.
Okay, just because time's ticking. Okay. Who wants to read? And honestly, I have no idea if my timing between telling you things was too much, too little, or what. So sorry.
Let's be bold. Let's be bold. This was an attempt to have the our little jam area be not unlike what the 45-minute playwrights are going through. So let's see how you can handle it. Huh? How can you handle it? Huh? Karen, how did you handle it? Give it a shot. Let's hear it.
Oh, it's not so great. Okay.
Oh, I know. That's
all right,
what Patty
it's
said,
awesome.
and it was great.
It's the best ever. Okay. So what we're walking along, Laura? Are we?
Yeah.
You're on mute, Laura.
I was just trying to give you the spotlight.
I don't, I think I need you or else.
Okay, great. So I was walking home the other night.
And I noticed a gold coin in the gutter. Mud covered it and I bent down and picked it up.
And out of nowhere,
a leprechaun rushed out and yelled, "Give me that, it's mine."
I don't know who called the cops.
But there I was talking to two officers on a leprechaun in the middle of the night.
And there he was, my cousin.
He always had good things happen to him, and he came upon me with the leprechauns and the two officers.
And that's why I'll never
pick up gold coins from the gutter.
Like,
I love it, Karen. I love it.
Thank you.
Great images, wonderful images. Who? Anybody else want to jump in there and
Will's looking ready. Will, awesome. Do you want me to say my part, or did you write that part down too?
I got it.
Okay.
So I was walking home the other night and I see a wallet lying on a park bench. Out of nowhere, this rat the size of a Yorkshire Terrier grabs it. Now, I don't know who called the cops, but this rat pulls out a blade and grabs himself a hostage. And there he was, my cousin, with a knife at his neck. That's why the rat.
Oh, I didn't hear the last line. What was the last line?
That's why I never trust a rat.
Nice.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
I know.
Who else? Who's up for it? Terry, go. Let's do it, Terry.
Sure, why not? I'm feeling gregarious tonight. Okay, so I was walking home the other night because my golf cart broke down again. And I had to carry all my book club books and all the wine glasses. Out of nowhere, a speeder whizzes by and hits a duck. I don't know who called the neighbor, some nosy busybody, because I live in a senior community. And there he was, my cousin, my crazy cousin, Carl. You know, the one who always smells like weed. He pulls up beside me and says, "Need a ride?" I say, "You're stoned." And he says, "You're drunk." So we both got hauled away by the cops. And that's why I'll never go to book club in my golf cart.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh. I wish we had more time. With that, our time is up. I have to call the playwrights back. So I'm about to text them all. It'll take them a moment to come back. If there's any more you want to read, please stick around for a little talk back after the show, and you can share after we come off the live stream. What's that? Someone said something. Was that you, Durkin?
That was me. It was just you guys, everybody, even those without a face. And there's a couple of you out there without a face. It was just a wonderful jam. And a lot of times, you guys will say, "Oh, geez, I don't know how you came up with that stuff," or whatever. And yet, you guys came up with some just remarkable stuff, wonderful stuff.
Yeah. So thank you. Go ahead and hide your videos again, wonderful audience, and mute yourselves again, wonderful audience. We are, as our playwrights are coming back and emailing each other their scripts, we are also about to take a 10-minute intermission. So let me look at the time. It says 8:24. Let's call it 25. So let's be back at 8:35. That's Eastern time, of course. So 5:35 for the West Coasters, and do your own math if you're anywhere other than Pacific or Eastern. Do yell.
We'll see you. We'll see you all in 10 minutes.
Okay, so 10 minutes. You're also welcome to be a little
Great
fly on the
jam.
wall and see what the playwrights do now.
Great jam.
Royce, go ahead and put your video off. Thank you so much. Again, yeah, audience, that was an awesome jam. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, playwrights. Oh, hello.
You got a lot to live up to. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Right.
These guys are good. These guys are good. All right, let's do our thing, right?
Let's do our thing.
Yeah. You guys need this as a PDF, right? It could be
Not necessarily. A Word document is fine.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. Okay, I'm sorry.
So Ken, I think you go first.
All right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. 1, 2, 3. Do we even have 7 actors?
I don't believe
1, 2, 3, 4.
If they count you.
All right. Maybe I'll have to read a little role myself, and I will. So, Lynn, will you please read Molly?
Yep.
Michael, will you please read Mo?
Got it.
Kat, will you please read Marcia? Lisa, will you please read Tick? Laura, will you please read Tuck? And Laura Livingston is Tuck. Laura Valpy, you are Head Cricket.
Oh, dream come
And
true.
I am another cricket. I'll play a little bit of a role at the end there.
I just want to say, Laura, I'm sorry you always get cast as the cricket.
Now, at this point, and just try to accept the
Kat, what do you got for us?
All right, can I have Valpy, can you read Chloe? Ken, can you read Craig?
All right, Lisa.
In my play, I'm going with the same cast as last week. No, it's slightly changed actually.
And the
Lynn.
same play.
Yeah, same play. It's amazing.
Oh,
It
wait,
just
is that
came
an
out.
So who is
Lynn,
it?
will you play Sammy?
Was that me?
No, Lynn.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's a slightly changed cast. Sorry. Durkin, would you play Walter?
Walter.
Yeah.
All right, Laura.
Livingston. All right. Everybody's reading something, right? Okay. Kat, would you play person 1, who is Olivia? And Lynn, would you play person 2, who is Olivia's ancient and losing it mother?
Oh, okay.
And Lynn, before you lose it entirely, what do you got for us?
Ken, would you play Alfie?
Yes, thank you.
Laura, would you be Susie?
Which Laura?
Laura Valpy, sorry. And Lisa, would you be Freddie?
Thank you.
Cool. Send away, you guys. Send away.
All right. I'm sorry. Can I just review? I only have that I'm in Kat and Lynn's. Did I miss somebody?
You're in yours.
And I'm in my own. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And
Guys, I had to peek away for a second. I overheard Sue. I have a character named Susie in Lynn's. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. So as of right now, I believe I'm Head Cricket in Ken's. I'm Chloe in Kat's, and I'm Susie in Lynn's. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I had to pop away for a second.
all right, I sent mine. If you could please let me know if you've received it when you do.
I got it.
I sent mine. Mine is called September because I'm brilliant that way.
I have yours, Ken.
Thank you.
And Lynn's as well.
Yeah, and I have Lisa's, which is attached to the one I sent.
You guys all have them. I'm sure I have them too. Let's just.
I haven't sent mine yet. It's called Elephants.
Okay, great.
Mine's
No.
called Cat's Play, and I just sent.
Okay.
Lisa's your, okay. It feels like something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have that I am in Ken's, and that's it, right?
Laura's.
I guess so. I didn't write down everybody's.
Nobody said, no, you're
Right.
not.
Yeah.
And Laura's and Ken's.
Okay. I'm trusting everything is here. I need to run to the loo before we're back. Pardon me. We've got 5 minutes.
Thank you, 5.
Okay, thank you. 5.
And everybody has mine, right? I'm just making sure because I put together my own email to send it out to you. Okay.
I have it. I've got it, so. All right, what I don't, what I'll make 100% sure is that I have my scroll. Oh, I see it. So I would,
Kat, did you send yours?
Yes. Did you not get it?
Now I did, yes.
The baby got named while we were writing.
What is it? What is it?
It's Anais.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Anais Aldrich Chapella.
How do you spell it?
With the umlaut. Nais.
A-N.
AIS.
Oh,
And like, and
Like
I,
Anais
like,
Nin.
yeah. Anais Nin.
Anais, is that how it's pronounced?
I think, I don't know, but that's how I've always said Anais Nin, but I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got it by text, so.
It is Anais Nin.
Anais. Oh, okay.
it's Anais.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you very
Anais,
much.
a baby.
Yeah,
It's a nice.
it's my vaudeville background. It's Anais. You got a nice name. We got 3 minutes. Where are you going? They're very good. Hey, get in there for 3 minutes. It's a good jam.
If I don't get to say it later, this has been so much fun. Thank you for inviting me.
It's always good to have you. Always good to have you.
It's so great to do this with you. Yeah.
Just fun. It's like you don't know what's going to come out at all. It's crazy.
So just to remind everybody, there's something that happened. Oh, so that's going to be Lynn. Excuse me, talking to myself. Before the last reading, Mike announces that there's a last reading. That's good. And be a short talk back. Okay. And then after the last reading is when I do the pitch. Okay. And hopefully the scroll. I guess everybody can.
1
hear
minute
me.
left.
I guess everybody can hear me
Dear
saying-
audience, 1 minute left. 1 minute. Get your beverages from the lobby bar, AKA your kitchen. And come on back. 1 minute.
I miss that dopey commercial they used to show in the movies where they serve deviled eggs. Do you remember that? The original movie's back, and it's like an usher with a big platter of deviled
I
eggs.
don't know anything about this, and I really want to find it
Of
now.
deviled eggs.
I would love to be served deviled eggs.
What movie theater? What movie theater did you go to, Lynn?
It's a big, concession stand ad, and it started that way.
Really?
Remember that?
I have not dreamt this. It was real.
Although I do remember, thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
I remember, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Dancing cups and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Lynn, deviled eggs, I don't remember.
You went to a posh movie theaters. Would you like your deviled eggs in your champagne?
Ooh,
Have some caviar
oh, some sardines?
with your
Creamed sardines?
experience.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, we have no time.
We have T minus 2 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, come on back. Audience members, please come back. Join us back in the theater. And while you are gathering, let me please take this time to invite you. I said that before because it's invite you to join. I'm going to invite you to join our Facebook page right away afterwards. So it's for anybody who's ever participated in our Right Away show, our playwrights, our audience, and it's exclusively, it's a private group, right? Isn't it? Anyway,
Yeah.
If you'd like to continue the conversation about writing, about improvisation in general, if you'd like to share anything that you wrote tonight or any time, you can pop that up there. The link to the group, the Facebook group, is in the chat. I hope that works. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're about to start the readings of 5 brand new plays. And so let's just real quickly review the suggestions that, what's that? That we sent to the playwrights while they were writing. And they were, the first one was, one character shows another character a birthmark. The second suggestion, the second prompt was a line of dialogue that goes, "This is twilight. Sorry." The third one is, crickets begin chirping so loud that the characters cannot hear themselves speak. And the fourth suggestion was, the lights blink. So now, without further ado, we are going to start with Mr. Ken Adams. Mr. Adams.
All right. My suggestion was A World Without Mothballs. And that is the title of my play, A World Without Mothballs. So I'm going to disappear and cast, you'll enter when your character comes on. There we go. And I think we're ready to go. Are we ready? We have the right characters on screen. All right, here we go.
Nope, I shouldn't be on screen.
Correct.
All right, I'm going away.
And I just have to make sure that Mo is on screen. All
right. We should just have Molly and Mo on screen.
Here we go.
All right. A world without mothballs. An apartment. Enter Molly and Mo, 2 6-foot moths.
That was a wonderful party.
Yes, wonderful.
What, you didn't like it?
No, I liked it. I liked it.
No, you didn't. I can tell when you don't like a party, Mo.
What? I liked it.
The sugar was wonderful.
Yes, well, the sugar was wonderful.
Mo.
What?
What's the matter? The Shapiros were nice enough to invite us to their daughter's coming out party, and you're acting like a mope. Why didn't you like it?
I don't know. I'm sick of the Shapiros and all their kids and their constant coming out parties. I mean, how many times can I hear Murray Shapiro make the same joke when the same kid pops out of their cocoon? There it is, folks. The pooper has surpassed the master. For Christ's sake already. Jeez.
Oh, you're just bitter because he beats you at checkers all the time.
Ah, come on.
Well, you are.
Enter Marcia, a child moth.
Mommy, Daddy, you're home. Hello, sweetie. Fly over here and give your mama a kiss.
How's my little baby doll?
Great. How was the party?
Rotten.
No.
Hey, did you remember to feed Tick and Tuck?
Oh, I forgot. I mean, it's late. You better feed them now.
Marcia flies over to a cloth-covered rectangle, pulls off the cloth, and reveals two human females in a cage.
Hi, Tick. Hi, Talk.
Farf.
Arf.
Here's your kibble.
She pours a cup of kibble into the cage. Tick and Tock eat.
Mama, can I get some more humans soon? Tick and Talk are getting so old.
Oh, we'll see, dear. But now you better get ready for bed.
Oh, okay.
She flies off.
Gosh, she's quite a kid, isn't she?
She sure is.
Well, I'm going to go in and wax my antennae.
It's about time.
Get out of here.
Exit Molly and Mo.
Okay, they're gone. Now look, it's right there on my leg.
What is it?
It's a birthmark.
So?
So it's like I was telling you. Birthmarks mean that we were born, not hatched from eggs.
Tick, listen, I don't want to keep hearing about your crazy theories, okay? In fact, we shouldn't even be talking like this. If they find out we can talk like they can, they'll squish us for sure.
Look, you have to listen to me talk, please. I've been giving this a lot of thought. If we were born from women and not hatched, then that means our kind has a different history than the one they keep talking about. And I think I know what it is.
What?
Okay, now hear me out. I think there was a time when our kind, humans, ruled the planet, and moths were tiny and unable to speak.
Will you stop being an idiot?
Listen to me. And then moths started multiplying faster than we could stop them, and they started invading our closets and our linen, but we had no way of getting rid of them, so they took over and evolved into the ruling race. Well, we devolved into these tiny bodies.
Look, Tick, we have a good life here. We have a nice, dry, comfortable cage. We have kibble 2 times a day, water to drink. Why can't you just be happy and live your life?
I'm going to break out of here.
Tick!
Tonight, when they're all asleep. Look, I've been saving my poop, and I've molded it into a lock-picking device. It's finally hard enough to give it a try. I'm going to escape this cage and start a group of renegade humans who will listen to me and believe me and trust me. And together, we're going to overthrow the moths and reclaim our place as rulers of the world.
Talk? I'd miss you.
Then come with me.
No, I'm afraid.
Why don't you believe in me?
I do.
No, you don't.
Look, Talk, I have to tell you something. It's something I saw.
Well, what is it?
That night when the human seller brought us here and delivered us to Marcia, there was another cage with humans in the truck, and I saw a female give birth.
This is the twilight time. Wait, twilight, sorry.
What?
The twilight of the rule of the moths. Twilight of the rule of the moths. Sorry.
Huck?
You know I'm right. You know I'm right, and you've been keeping it from me. Why?
Because I'm afraid. Because if you're right, then we would have no choice but to break out of this cage and fight for our freedom. We'd have no choice but to find other humans, spread the word of our true origin, and overthrow the moths. And I don't want to.
Why not?
I'm afraid because I'm afraid. I like it here. We're safe. We're together. I'm afraid of what's out there.
We'll always be together, Tick.
Do you promise?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay. Then let's do it. Let's reclaim our place in the world.
Great. I'll get the poop lock picking too.
It had to be made of poop?
Shh, quiet now.
Hawk picks the lock.
It worked. We're free.
They step out of the cage and into the living room. Enter Marcia.
Tick, talk, you're out of your cage.
Shh. Be quiet.
Ah, you talked.
Yes, that's right, Marcia, we did. Now listen, you have to be very quiet so that you don't wake up your mommy and daddy.
But humans can't talk.
Yes, we can. And we need you to know that.
That we don't like being locked up in that cage. We want to be free. Okay, honey, we want to be free. Will you please set us free?
Mommy, Daddy, Mommy.
Enter Molly and Mo.
What is it?
What is it? Tick and Talk. They're talking.
Oh, crap. They're out of the damn cage.
Hey, quiet with that in front of Molly, will you?
They're out of the cage.
All right, we'll put them back in. Get them.
Stop!
What the?
That's right. We talk, and we're here to tell you that
Crickets begin chirping so loudly they can't hear themselves speak.
What's that?
Crickets!
Crickets!
Yes, I told you you wouldn't listen. The crickets have been gathering their forces. They believe that they should be in charge of the world and not the moths.
I thought you were just nuts.
Mommy, Daddy, I'm scared.
Quick, block the windows.
They're coming.
Hey, what's going on?
Suddenly, a horde of crickets crash through the windows.
Bow down, moths, to your new rulers.
Never!
Obey, or I will destroy you as easily as I destroy these puny humans.
The head cricket picks up Tick and Talk and eats them.
No!
They're gone.
No, you know the power of the crickets. Take them.
The cricket horde surrounds Molly, Mo, and Marcia.
Never get away with this. Never. The moths were meant to rule.
Guards, take their child away to the detention center.
You won't get away with this, cricket.
I think we will. Look there out of your window.
Oh no, they're holding up a bright light in the middle of that field.
All of the moths are from all over the world are flying right towards it.
Don't, it's a trap.
It's too late for your pathetic warnings. Once all of the moths in the world are lured into that light, the light will explode and all of the moths will be destroyed.
I must go to the light.
Whoa, no.
Must go to the light. Sorry.
He
No.
flies out of the window.
Mo. I will resist. I can't.
She flies out of the window into the light.
Step 1 is complete.
Well done, my lord.
This apartment shall become my palace from which I shall rule.
Yes, my lord. The lights blink.
Ah, that is the agreed upon signal. That means all of our attack squads have been successful. The world is ours.
Excellent, my lord. I shall prepare your throne.
Yeah, and get me some more humans. I am very, very hungry.
Blackout. End of play. That was a wonderful reading.
He loves cracking up over there. Poop lock.
Who was there was a comedian, great comedian. I can't think of his name now. He just died recently. Anybody help me out with this one?
Norm Macdonald?
Norm Macdonald tells the story of a moth that goes to the podiatrist and tells him all of his problems, his internal, he's got such emotional problems. And the podiatrist says, well, why did you come to me to tell your problems? And the moth says, well, the light was on. Da, 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 da. Norm McDonald. Thank you, Norm. Listen, we got to move on to Kat. Kat, your play is up next.
Let me get
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let's get
All
it.
right.
Cue it up. Cue it up.
We have a couple of people in this play. The suggestion was a candle and sadness. Chloe starts on screen or stage, and Craig will come on screen when he enters. I will read the stage directions. Here we go. It is a dim living room of a one-bedroom apartment in the evening. Chloe is sitting on a meditation cushion in the middle of the floor. In front of her is a large, ornate, lit candle. She stares intently into the flame. Tears are streaming down her face. She takes a big, deep breath and begins again, counting with each breath.
1.
She breathes in.
1.
She breathes out.
2.
She breathes in.
2. 3.
3. She drifts off into thought. Her eyes close. There are a few moments of silence. Then, as Craig enters from the bedroom,
Hey, did you see where I put my walnuts? Chloe? Chloe, have you seen my... Oh, sorry. Are you still meditating? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'll just...
he tiptoes in an exaggerated fashion around the room, picking up things and putting them down. As he comes around to the other side of the room, he sees Chloe's face.
Whoa. Chloe, are you okay? Are you crying? Oh, oops, I'm sorry. Is that just a meditating thing? I'm sorry, but wow. Just nod, okay? Are you really upset, or is that just part of your process, or...
We can see Chloe's getting tense, but she stays in position with her eyes closed. She nods.
Okay, good. I mean, does that mean you're okay, or you're really upset?
Chloe gives up, opens her eyes, blows out the candle, lays back on the floor with a groan.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I blew it. I disturbed you. I'm sorry. I should have just...
No, it's fine. There's no point. I wasn't really meditating anyway.
You weren't?
No, it's impossible. I totally suck. I stare at that idiot candle for like 10 seconds and my eyes start to burn. Then I try to count my breaths and get to like 1.5 before I'm thinking about like a fight I had with Stuart when I was, I don't know, 8. Clearly I'm hopeless. The fortune teller must have been wrong.
But
I know.
Chloe lifts up her shirt and reveals a candle-shaped birthmark on her stomach.
I'm supposed to be gifted. I'm supposed to be touched with insight and wisdom. An old soul ready to reach enlightenment.
Yes, that's what the fortune teller told us.
Well, she was obviously wrong.
But she was so right about everything else.
Chloe turns away from Craig and starts putting her cushion and tchotchkes away. There is silence.
Right? She was so right about everything?
Yeah.
I mean, you got your dream job?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. You love working at the crystal shop?
Sure, I do. I just thought, well, I guess maybe I'm just outgrowing it.
Outgrowing it? Outgrowing healing people? Well, whatever. It has been a dream job. And what about you and me? We're the perfect couple. Madame Ornica said so. Look, I have the paper right here. You are ripe to find enlightenment. Do not let the moment pass. The dream job, the perfect partner. This is the twilight time. Sorry.
What did you say?
I said, this is the twilight time. And we asked what that meant, remember? And she said we had to figure it out ourselves. And we said, does it mean the time before enlightenment, like darkest before dawn? And she looked all pleased and mysterious. And we said, that must be it.
Yeah, but that's not what you said.
What?
You said it's twilight time.
Oh, for goodness, that was I just misspoke.
I don't think so. Remember what Madame Ornica said when we left? Everything is an offer. I think maybe it's really meant to be twilight time.
What does that even mean?
I think it means too tight.
Too tight?
Say it in your head really fast. Too tight. Too tight. Too tight.
Too tight. Too tight. Too tight. Too tight. Too tight. Too tight.
Tight.
Well, okay, I see. I guess, but
it's too tight in here, Craig. I'm suffocating.
She goes over to the window and opens it up.
I wouldn't do that.
As soon as the window is open, crickets are heard. They are so loud it is hard to talk.
It is impossible to hear over the crickets.
Has it ever struck you that is not normal, Craig? We should not be trapped in here by outlandishly cacophonous crickets.
Well, no place is perfect. We have a great kitchen.
No, I've had it. I'm tired of trying to be something I'm not and doing all the prescribed activities and shutting out all the unwanted noise just to try to live up to some label that was just randomly assigned to me based on some mark I was born with.
Immediately, the crickets stop chirping. Chloe and Craig are shocked into silence as well. In the stillness, the candle flickers. Chloe and Craig both turn to it, surprised it is still burning there. Chloe slowly walks over to it. She kneels down and blows it out.
Well, then?
I'm going to get dressed and go into the chakra stand to give my notice.
Okay. But what about us?
Can we just see what the day brings?
Craig nods. Chloe touches him gently as she exits. Craig stands for a moment, looks around for a minute, lights the candle, and sits down to meditate. Curtain.
Oh, yay. That was awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh,
thank you, guys.
Nice job.
Beautiful job, Kat.
And Lisa, you've got a play for us, I believe.
Lisa, can you resend it to me? I just seem to have exploded something on my computer.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Exploding.
I disappeared things.
Do you want to go to Laura's play?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
All right, let's go. Laura, can we do Laura's play while Lisa,
Okay, great.
while Lynn gets Lisa's play?
Well, I don't have Laura's play either. Sorry. I somehow obliterated the email with everybody's thing on it. Or can someone just forward the whole thing to me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nate, who's doing it? I'm doing it right now.
Oh, great.
Well, let's read Kat's play again while we're waiting.
So sorry.
It's nice. It's nice to have that blend of humor and seriousness in some of our work. So that's always a nice change.
Those tragic human sacrifice.
Yeah, I was referring to Ken's play about human moths and
yeah. It's funny, you wouldn't think that a world without mothballs would really be so different. But it's like the butterfly effect.
It is. Okay, I'm sorry. I have everything.
Got mine? I'm sending you mine just in case.
Okay.
Because I'm certain I didn't send
Now
it.
you're probably getting a bunch of things now.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
well, then let's go with Lisa's play.
All right, this is a world premiere of a play called It Feels Like Something. And I will step off and maybe read anything that needs to be read, but maybe nothing needs to be read.
All right. And is it just me and Lynn?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I don't get myself off here. Okay.
That was a gentle way of all right, we're ready, I think.
Mhm.
May I take this seat?
Of course.
It's my first time. Well, of course, it's everybody's first time. I have to admit, I'm just a little bit nervous after that last interview. What was your ratio?
85 to 25.
Wow, that's impressive. Mine was 65 to 60, just a few ticks shorter of even. Hey, you wouldn't know what ratio it takes to make it past those pearly gates, would you?
No, rumor is they're only going to let 5 people from our cohort.
Well, I may as well give up then. There's no way I'm making it.
You never know.
You see this birthmark? The midwife told my parents that this mark meant I was destined to have an outstanding life, to leave the world a better place than I found it. I haven't done that.
We don't always know the impact we've had on others.
Yeah, well, but my good deeds to immodest deeds ratio tells a pretty strong story, no?
Look, just hang in there. We have a couple more interviews and tasks to undertake today. And if I know anything about how stories work, and I think I do, things haven't been decided yet.
Stories?
I was a television writer. I know that you don't just end a story in the middle, you end it at the end, and the day isn't over.
But how do you know this will be structured like a story?
Everything's a story. Once you start looking at the world through story structure, all of life fits. It always works.
Huh? Well, so tell me how does our time here correspond with story structure?
This is the twilight time. The sun has just set. We're sitting here chatting, and we both have feelings about where we're at with the process, what might happen to us, how we've done so far. I feel optimistic, and you're worried. So if I were writing the story, something would occur that would change how we each feel and how the audience perceives our chances. Maybe we'd flirt a bit, and there might be the possibility of romance. But the main thing is we'd learn something about ourselves that would change what it is we think we want. And in the end, we'd get what we need, even if it's not the thing we thought we wanted.
Now, I want to get into heaven.
Well, why is that so important?
Mostly because the alternative is so frightening.
You see, heaven isn't something you really want. You just want to avoid something else. So you've pinned all of your hopes on heaven.
Well, wouldn't anybody? I mean, hell sounds really, really bad.
Rumors from folks who haven't been, it could be exaggerated.
Okay. Well, what do you want?
Oh, I like endings. I want to find out how this whole shebang called life comes to a close.
You're really an amazing person. So curious and with such a beautiful spirit. I wish I'd known you. Well, I mean, I do know you if this is still life, but it feels like life.
You know, the crickets were so loud for a minute, I didn't hear you.
Well, I really think you're on to something.
You're not so bad yourself when you stop stressing about things you can't change.
I'm smiling. I never thought it'd be possible to be so calm and full of joy in this situation. I don't care what happens.
Walter, Sammy, Johnny, Esther, and Clara, please come to reception.
The lights blink.
Hang on to your hat, Walter. Something's about to happen.
Is it the ending?
It feels like a beginning to me.
End of play.
Hooray!
Brava.
Nice reading. Yeah.
Let's hope it happens that way. Hey,
Yeah.
let's
Oh,
hope it
very cool. That was very cool. Nice, Lisa.
Wonderful. Miss Livingston, did you write anything?
I did. Let me see. Kat and Lynn are in it. And I don't think I need to read stage directions. I'll just go away, but I'll set the scene. And then I'll go away. Oh, and my suggestion was repeating elephants are known for their acute memory. All right, here we go. Person one, who is in her 50s, and person two, who is in her 90s, are sitting at a card table playing cards.
It's your play, Mom. Mom, draw a card. Yes, draw one. Pick a card up from the pile in the center.
Olivia,
Yes, Mom.
who are you?
I'm Olivia. You just said my name.
Olivia,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
Who are you?
I'm Olivia, your daughter.
My daughter?
Yes,
Really?
yes, I really am.
The I love you. Who am I?
You're Harriet Jane Williams Prescott. You live in Mount Desert Island, Maine, in your own home, and you are 96 years old.
96?
Yes, isn't that something?
It's a long time to live.
Yes, it is, and you are in amazingly good health. Your memory is terrible, but otherwise you are doing great.
I miss.
Me too. Elephants are known for their acute memory.
What do I do?
Draw a card.
Who are you?
I'll give you two guesses. Either I'm an elephant with an acute memory, or I am your daughter, Olivia.
Love you, Olivia.
I love you too, Mom. Draw a card.
Elephants are known for their acute memory.
What's that?
I don't know. What's this?
It's a birthmark, Mom. You've had it all your life. I remember when I was a kid, I told you, you told me that your mom told you that that was where your dad spit tobacco on you.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
Draw a card. That's it. Can you play it? No, it has to be a red card. No, red. Mom, it doesn't go there. Okay.
Is it an what did you say?
Elephant? No, it's a jack of, yeah, sure, it's an elephant.
Elephants know something.
Well, they have elephants, an acute memory. Elephants are known for their acute memory. I'm told. I don't really know, actually.
Well, how do they know?
Know what? How do they know elephants have an acute memory? How do elephants remember things?
Yes.
I don't know. Doesn't seem fair, does it? They remember you can't.
What do they remember?
Their moms. I've seen films of them holding the tusks of their mothers after they've died, cradling them.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Mom.
I'm serious about you.
I love you too, Mom.
I always have.
I always will.
Draw one. This is the twilight time.
Twilight?
Sorry, I don't remember how to pass away.
What?
I don't remember how to pass away.
Did you know how to?
I don't know.
Do you want to pass away?
I think it's time, don't you?
I don't know.
Am I alive now?
Yes.
I am?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I think so, unless
Elephants are known for their acute memory.
elephants are known for their acute memory.
Elephants are memory foreknown.
crickets are so loud. Why are they so loud? Have you ever heard them so loud before?
This is the twilight time.
What?
Look.
Wow, a cloud of crickets. I've never seen that before. Flying away?
Picturesque, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What do I do?
What'll I do when you are far away and I feel blue? What'll I do?
I like that song. It's your turn.
No, it's yours.
No, elephants are known for their acute memory.
Wow, I didn't know you could learn something like that.
I didn't either. They remember their mothers.
Yes, they do.
They miss them.
They do, Mom. They really miss them.
They fly away in a cloud.
I guess they do.
They don't ever leave.
I hope they never do.
I'm remembering how to pass away.
It's just the lights, Mom. The wind is blowing the power lines.
They never leave. Are you Jane?
No, Mom. Jane was your mother. I'm your daughter, Olivia.
I love you, Olivia.
I love you too, Mom.
I miss.
I do too.
Oh, end of play. End
And
of
to
play.
go. Nice reading, you two. Thank you.
Before we get into the wonderful, it was just wonderful.
You guys stop, please.
Really?
Before we get into the last play, there is just so you know that we're getting together after the next play, after the last play. We'll get together and just have a little conversation about what we're doing. So, and everybody is very welcome. And I hope you'll stick around and join us for that a little afterwards talk. And the next time we do this right away, one of the stipulations is going to be that every play that we write has to have cats singing in it. Beautiful, beautiful singing.
Agreed.
Beautiful a cappella singing. Beautiful. Our last reading from Miss Lynn Halliday. Please, Lynn, take it away.
Okay, I'm just going to read stage directions, and my line that I worked off of was, "Don't make me stop this car." So take it away, actors. Alfie and Susie sit in an almost empty receiving room at a funeral home.
And then he'd say, "Don't make me stop this car."
And the two of you would stop fighting?
Oh, hell no. That would kind of spur us on.
To be even worse.
Yeah, we'd start whacking each other with whatever we had in the back seat, pillows if it was a long road trip, or candies or crayons.
I bet that set him off.
That was the idea, because we really, really, really wanted to know what would happen if he ever did stop the car.
Did he?
Nah, it was kind of like an unfired gun in a Chekhov play. I'm still waiting for the third act.
I guess you'll have to keep on waiting now.
Yeah, no catharsis, no closure.
Well, closure. I mean, death is pretty final.
I guess.
I wish they'd found his body. I mean, no one's heard from him.
7 years. They made us wait 7 years.
Well, it's official now. He's dead.
Well, he's been declared dead. Why is it that's all I can remember him saying? "Don't make me stop this car." I can't remember a single piece of wisdom or a joke he used to tell.
He's been gone since you were a kid.
I asked Freddie too. She doesn't remember a thing about the man. Our own father. Isn't that sad?
A man of few words.
A man of 0 words and 0 alimony checks. And look around, 0 friends.
Still, your father.
Big deal. What are we even doing here? This is a ceremony for a cipher, a man no one knew. My mother would never talk about him. She'd just clam right up if I ever asked, look right through me.
Let's take a look at what he did leave you.
Really? Again?
He rolls up his sleeve and shows Susie his birthmark.
There it is. The Scarlet Pimpernel.
It looks more like a rose. I love it.
Nah, that was a family joke. Freddie has one too.
You see? He left his mark on you.
Hardy har har.
And he drove you places. Like you said, a road trip.
Yeah, Messina Beach. Whoa, where did that come from? There was really smelly town we drove through, like pulp and paper, I think.
There you go.
Don't make me stop this car. He must have said it 100 times.
It didn't work. You kept being little turds.
I'm getting flashes of a crappy little motel, a dirty sand beach. I think we all shared a room. How sad is that?
Family togetherness?
Pollyanna.
Freddie, Alfie's sister, enters.
Alfalfa, what's up? Susie, thanks for lending your August presents to this freak show.
It's your dad's funeral. What is wrong with you two?
Let's see. The man abandoned us, left mom to take care of everything.
Stop. Can you think of anything he said, did, left?
He used to say, don't make me stop this car.
Okay. You two prearranged this.
God, it's gloomy in here.
It's the twilight time. Twilight. Sorry, it couldn't be dawn or something cheery. I think they keep the lighting eternally set to twilight in here. It's mournful.
Oi.
Okay, stop. I brought weed.
What?
I also have a bottle of tequila in the car. I knew you would be terrible at celebrating your father's life.
Are you surprised?
No, but I'm determined that you two don't go home feeling suicidal. So let's get drunk or high or whatever it takes to see your dad off in some other mood than rage.
Rage against the light.
The dying of the light, I think.
Go get the tequila.
Susie leaves, opening the door. From outside, we hear crickets. Really loud crickets.
Weird, huh?
I can't hear you.
Really weird, huh?
Beyond weird.
Susie's sweet.
Susie's everything.
The door closes as Susie re-enters. The cricket noise ends.
I don't know, spend my life with her.
Is that a question?
Is that a question?
Susie, I have nothing to give you.
Our children will have lovely birthmarks.
Let's all get out of here and crack open that bottle of tequila.
Let's put down the top and go for a ride in the fresh, non-twilight world.
Let's find a justice of the peace and get married tonight.
Are we eloping? Because I haven't heard a proposal yet.
Marry me.
I'll be waiting outside.
Shotgun.
As Freddie leaves, we hear the really loud crickets again.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's drive as far as the gas will take us. Let's never look back or think of your dad again. Just don't make me stop the car.
From offstage, Freddie guns the engine and we see the headlights of Susie's car blink. That's the end.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Listen, no, I'm going to do this. I swear to God, I'm going to do this.
You're going to do this.
I'm going to do this with. What's that?
No, go ahead. I don't know. I'm looking to see if I should be saying something while you do this.
No. I'm supposed to be saying something.
You can do it.
I can do it. I can do it, and I will do it, and I won't. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to. I'm not going to keep us in suspense any longer. But what I am going to do is say that as our new normal approaches, and we're getting our acts together again, it's heartening to think back of how we recognize that supporting each other and it was a way of supporting ourselves. And you responded, audience, with warmth and encouragement, generosity. So Synergy Theater and Freestyle wants to thank you for all those who've participated with us and contributed to our organizations for the past 18 months and kept us alive and active. And we're not out of the deep end yet. So if you'd like to toss us any size life preserver, our websites are in the chat, and we would certainly appreciate any support as we continue to keep our heads above water. And I will just say that join us next month, October 18th, 2021. You can join now. I think the link is in the chat. I'm not sure if it is or not. Is it in there? And it'll be a wonderful event.
Yes, yes, it will. So with that, and as I was trying to do with my chat, why did everything fall apart at the end, Durkin? All I know is we've had a great show, and those have been some amazing plays and a really, really fun jam. So ladies and gentlemen, if we could give our playwrights, and if you're out there and you'd like to come on and give them a round of applause or a little hand wave, you can turn your screen back on. You're more than welcome to. And playwrights, if you would take a final bow. Very well done tonight.
Nice job, everybody. Nice job. Nice job.
All right. And come back October 18th. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to all of our friends out there. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And I have a feeling, Durkin, we maybe need to, maybe we need to throw the host back to Ken.
Are we doing that talk back thing?
Oh, yeah. Let's do the talk back thing.
Like, continue to live stream or talk back. I thought maybe we stopped it before that. I don't know.
I will go ahead and stop it. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. Yeah, no.